Ladies and gentlemen, how are we today? We got a daybreak. Nothing better. Friday afternoon, can you believe it? Oh, the weekend is upon us, and it's a beautiful, glorious day here in sunny Michigan. It's, 90 degrees outside, and it gave me a little bit of inspiration because I think I'm going to do a live stream maybe this weekend during the day. Hopefully the weather's nice, and I'll give you guys a little tour of mi casa. The gardens are going well. We got some fresh growth popping out of the ground, so I think you guys might like to see that. I mean, I just planted stuff just a few days ago, and it's already popping out of the ground. It's amazing. Show you my whole setup out there, how I make the soil and the gardens, and we'll just hang out and talk so we don't have the pressure of the break on my shoulders, and I can just kind of chill with you guys. I think that might be fun. What's up, everybody? Everybody that got here nice and early? We're going to be rolling at 3 o'clock. I just thought I'd pop in and we can talk some baseball and talk whatever you guys want. SD Collectors here nice and early. Peyton, Sports Card Junkies, Cubby Pulls, David. What's going on, guys? Philip? Who else we got in here? Bray Beast? Let's get a Tatis auto. I think we might be able to. I mean, you never know, but it's possible. It's certainly possible. And let me just drop a couple links. Twitch. Check me out on Twitch. We're streaming there live right now. There it is. There's the link. I'm going to pin it to the top for just a minute. There it is. A good lawn is nice to look at. Yeah. I mean, the lawn is looking good, but it needs a little bit of work, because what happened is we had a couple of years of grubs, and the grubs got in the lawn, and I paid this company. It wasn't expensive, we're talking like $100 or whatever to come out and put grub killer on the lawn. But by the time they did that, they had already gotten some patches, and then of course that grass dies out and then weeds grow in its place. But I still have a pretty nice lawn. I'm gonna get it worked on. I tried doing stuff myself for quite a while, and I don't know. You go buy a spreader and fertilizer and grass seed and some topsoil and all that kind of stuff, and it's like so much work. You could just pay somebody to do it, and it's like it costs just about the same when you account for the fact that you got to spend all the money on materials and stuff. So, I mean, just the fertilizer alone is a bag of it is expensive. They come out, they do it for $80, fertilize the whole lawn. It's like the fertilizer would cost me about $60, so I'm paying $20 for someone to come do it. I think I'll do that. What do we got? Ron, I see you're in the break. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad you got in. Rains, what's up? Rains likes the daybreak. Ron, I can make soil. I'll show you. It's glorious black soil. It took about a year and a half. What's up? Calling a Trey Mancini 101 from Matt. Philip subbed. Good to see it. Brian, what's up, man? Want to get some fat polar bear hits? All right. Bowie. Everybody's got the gift, Bowie. Everybody. Ask and you shall receive. It is written. Break sold out. This one, no, Anthony, this one took like 45 minutes. I think I said I was going to post it at 11, and it was like 11:04 by the time I got to it. So this one was live for like 40 minutes or an hour, something like that. So I'm just trying to make sure that everybody can get involved. And if you're a slammer and you haven't been able to get in one, just email me. I'll make sure you can get in one. It's that easy. Hunter says, hey, Stryker, thinking of buying Ohtani rookies. Which is better, Series 2 or Update? It's a good question. You can tell easily if you just type in, like, you'll have to go look at the prices. Whatever one's more expensive is better. But I've been down that rabbit hole before with Ohtani rookies, and because he's got a lot of them. He's got Chrome rookies, he's got Series 2 rookies, he's got Update rookies, he's got Chrome Update rookies. And like Ohtani was the guy in 2018 that everybody's chasing. So every product's got Ohtani rookies. So it's a little watered down. And for that reason, the Ohtani curve is quite steep. Like, people are all about him. So when he's good, it rockets up. But then when he's bad, man, it goes straight down because there's so many of them. And everybody's like, panic, sell, sell, sell. So my favorite was the one that I've already sold it. But it's the X-Fractor, Topps Chrome X-Fractor. You could have had that card for, what did I get it for? Right around, I think 300 or a little less in a PSA 10. I don't know what it's worth now. I'm kind of curious though. I should have got here even earlier. I didn't have time. There's so much we can talk about. I love talking cards in baseball. Let's see. Ohtani X-Fractor PSA 10. Oh man, yeah, I sold a little too early. But you can't, I say it all the time, guys. Don't be mad, don't be sad when you sell a card too early. You can never time it perfectly. You can't tell the future. You don't know what he's gonna do. Dude, he could get hurt in like a warm-up right now, today, tomorrow, next, like anytime. Anybody can. So don't be mad that you're like, oh, it just so happened that this guy took off and his cards are worth tons of money now. Don't be upset about that. You made your money, you moved on. Go get the next guy. There's always going to be a next guy that you won't miss out on, right? Maybe you missed out on Ohtani or Tatis or Trout or some of these, like Acuna, Soto. Don't worry about it. Just get the next guy. Or, maybe if you get the next guy that you're not really big on, you sell that card and then you can go buy the guy you missed out on. It all works out. So, yeah, the Ohtani X-Fractor now is looking like it's about... Holy cow, yeah. See, I sold way too early because it's like $1,000 more, $1,200. There's one for $1,250 right now. I sold it for like $850. I 2.5 times my money. I'm happy. Quick flip, like 3 weeks, made $350. All good. Moving on to the next guy. Sky, what's up, man? Ron says, as soon as I got my spot, it was sold out. A game of inches, LOL. I know, I saw that. Anthony, sorry, buddy. Yeah, a bunch of people thought the same way you did, man. They're like, oh, I missed it. Because usually the breaks sell out. So shout out to any slammers. The breaks sell out really fast. That's why Anthony thought it sold out in 2 minutes, because usually they do sell out in 2 minutes. I have to, do things to try to make it not sell out so fast. So for example, today, I gave everybody a 15-minute window. I emailed at 10:45 in the morning, and I said at 11 o'clock I'm going to list this break. And then I waited a couple extra minutes after that and listed it so that hopefully it would have, so people would have enough time to see the message and get in on it. I just want to make sure everybody can get in if they can. But we've got a lot of slammers now, and it's just going to get tough. But like I said before, if you haven't been able to get in a break and you want to, just email me and let me know. I'll try to make it happen. I will make it happen. So what else? Dude, there's all kinds of stuff I want to talk about. Let's do a little screen cap and look at the baseball slate today. We got a big slate, guys. This is going to be fun. I just want to talk about a couple things and see what you guys think. And in the meantime, I'm going to drop another link here for the Patreon. If you want to become a slammer, it's right here. There's the link. We're pinning it to the top. You get an email when I list the breaks. It helps support me. If you like what I do, if you find any value in what I do, become a slammer. You can cancel at any time. All right, here we go. So, screen cap. Boop. Boop. There it is. This is what I'm talking about right here. Look at this. White Sox at Yankees. At first glance, It doesn't look like a special game. We're looking for the high-scoring team of the day. There's going to be 2 of them. There's going to be the top 2. I want to know what you guys think. So, this is the other day. You know, I came out with that video and I was like, look what I predicted. It's just the White Sox against a lefty. It's really easy. So here's what we'll look at the splits leaderboard. This is 2021. And we're just looking at versus left-handed pitchers, every team. Look who's on top. CHW. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. It's a little loud. There we go. WRC plus 142. It's still a small sample size. 341 plate appearances. It's not that big of a sample size. It kind of is, but not really. 142 WRC plus. Look at the next one. It's the Astros at 127 WRC plus. This is weighted runs created plus, in case anybody doesn't know. And it's a baseline of 100. So 100 is average. You know, go right here, Arizona, average. Let's see who the worst is. Detroit Tigers. Ooh, 58 WRC plus against lefties. They used to be really good against lefties. Last year they were not anymore. So 142, and we're talking they're striking out 21%. That's pretty low. Let's see where they are. Because Chicago will strike out. They're in the middle of the pack, a little bit lower. Walk rate doesn't matter. We're just looking for WOBA. Their WOBA is 372. That's weighted on base. That means that, and look at the next one is 347. So we'll go back here and just, why is it 8.5 and why is it a coin flip? Tell me. Anybody? Can anybody tell me the answer to this? The only thing that I can think is that some guys are going to sit that we don't know about. But why would they on a Friday night? Usually you don't sit your guys on a Friday night. It's like a midweek day game. You sit your stars. If Madrigal's in the 2 again, which he's been sometimes in the 2 against lefties, it might be time to buy Madrigal, allegedly. Maybe it's already past time to buy Madrigal. It's probably already past, but it's just relative. You know, he could keep going up, but his first autos were dirt cheap. They could be had for like $225 for a first auto PSA 10. He might win Rookie of the Year, and then that will go up to $1,000 probably. But if he doesn't, if he gets hurt, there's all these ifs. If, then it's worth nothing. They're not much. You know, I think a floor price for like a Nick Madrigal first, I don't know, first auto, what, $100? I don't really know. But this is a Mendick. We got, like, Mendick's pretty good against lefties. But Hamilton and Garcia down here at the bottom, not great. Maybe that's what they're looking at. And Jordan Montgomery's not very good. I don't know. Let's move on. Red Sox, Phillies. Check this out. Remember Kopech? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember Kopech. Let me just see what you guys are talking about. What will you be opening, brand, not year? Oh, you want to see what we're opening today? Okay, yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock. See, I knew I should have got here earlier. I ran out of time, guys. I want to just real quick share a couple of other games. We got Aaron Nola on the mound over here against the Red Sox. I don't like Nola against the Red Sox. It's 80 degrees and the wind's blowing out. He might do good. You never know with pitchers. Like any situation, if you have a great pitcher, they can overcome any situation if they have a good day. They could be in Coors. They could be against the number 1 scoring offense. Your pitcher, and Nola's a great pitcher, and he's at home. But look at it, it's only minus 162, but that's still a decent favorite. We got Strasburg coming back, guys. I want to touch on that. He's a minus 200 favorite at home against the Orioles, as he should be. He hasn't pitched in a while. He hasn't pitched since like April 13th, and he only got 4 innings there. So, I mean, they should win. Maybe they get a boost because Strasburg's back. Brewers at Cincinnati. Yelich is back. We got to know this stuff for our card collecting hobby, guys. So, and then we've got a pretty good offense against Adrian Hauser, who's not a great pitcher. So we should see some fireworks here in Cincinnati tonight. 9-run total. Dr. Sticks on the mound against the Twins. I'm a little scared. Although the Twins haven't been great this year, it's still a crushing lineup with, Arise on top is a good on-base guy, good average guy. Donaldson, Polanco, Cruz, Kepler, Sano. These guys can all crush. So I don't know about Dr. Sticks tonight, guys. He might get hit up. But he is at home, but it's 84 degrees. That's good hitting weather. How about over here, Stroman's on the mound against the Marlins. He's on the road, though. It's a coin flip. Can you believe the Mets are a coin flip against the Marlins with Stroman on the mound? Does something seem off about that to you? It does to me. But either way, probably going to be a low-scoring game. Ian Anderson, another rookie that we're looking at, he's pitching tonight against the Pirates. Pirates have a pretty stink offense. Let's go and look and find out against righties how stink they are. Righties, update. WRC plus. Where's Pittsburgh? Let's go to the bottom. There they are. 84 WRC plus. Not good. How do they strike? Pittsburgh usually doesn't strike out that much, so they're probably in the middle. Yeah, they don't strike out that much. So Anderson probably not going to have a high strikeout game. Should get the win, minus 195. Tampa Bay Rays at Toronto. This is that hitting park in Florida. It's 81 degrees, 50% humidity. Glasnow's on the mound, so Blue Jays might get shut down a little bit. They're minus 160 favorites. You want to know an offense that could explode tonight? The Rays have been crushing. They've been putting up runs every single night. It's crazy. Look at this. Who's Tyler Ivey? Anybody? Exactly. 9-run total tonight in Texas against Kyle Gibson. Astros should put up some runs. Rangers should put up some home runs, some power out of this right here. Low Gallo. Garcia, the surprise. If you guys aren't on top of Garcia, I see he's old as the hills, but he's having a great year. He's got a ton of home runs. And we do have a Coors game tonight with an 11.5 total. Seth Frankoff is pitching for Arizona. Don't know who that is. And just to touch on Trevor Bauer, San Francisco, 56 degrees. Trevor should have a good night. 7-run total. Here's the weird part. Only minus 132. Now, he is on the road, so that accounts for something. But the Giants have been a surprising good offense. Here's the thing. We might be able to find a little bit of leverage here as far as betting. If anybody's a betting man, don't take my word for it. I'm just some idiot. But here's what's in my head. It's a low total. Trevor Bauer on the mound. Maybe because a lot of this is run on algorithms, how they get the totals for these games, how Vegas works. They go up and down based on runs. The Giants put up a ridiculous amount of runs yesterday, so that probably boosted their offensive numbers to the point where Trevor Bauer's not getting enough love. It might be a decent time to bet on the Dodgers on the road. You only have to pay, you're betting 132 to win 100. Usually the Dodgers are like minus 200 favorites everywhere they go. Here's the problem. The Giants have a bunch of lefties that can mash, but it is Trevor Bauer. But something's weird about that number. I don't like it. Those are my thoughts. Chris Paddock on the mound tonight, 7.5 total. He should destroy the 2 no-hit Mariners. But Paddock hasn't been spectacular as of yet. He hasn't been great so far. Anyway. Okay. Are you guys ready to do some cards? Here's what we're doing today, guys. My favorite. I found 1-5 and 1-3. This is, you pull a $1,000 card out of here, no problem. It's expensive stuff. But here's how I do things. We mix in the expensive and the cheap and the mid-grade, and we come up with a delicious break that's both affordable and has a super high ceiling. Here's the affordable-ish aspects, 2 of them. So the reason why I like these is because you get a guaranteed autograph in each of these. Yes, it's Panini. You don't get the licensing, but how sick would it be to still get yourself a Vladdy or a Tatis or any of these guys autograph. Guaranteed 1 per box. Plus you get the exclusives, the bonus packs that have the mega box, the pink prisms in here, and there's some other kind of exclusive in here. But we're, guaranteed autos. That's what we're looking for. Throwing in one of these, a hobby. Got the update so we can get the debuts as well and get some of these rookies we might have missed out on a little bit because they're not all in Series 2, like, Chavis and Hera and whatnot. And then probably the star of the show. One of my favorite products, Topps 2019 Topps Series 2. You get 1 auto or relic in here. Could get a pretty sick Tatis, but it's not just about the autos and the relics. It's about the parallels. Gold Tatis, right to the bank. Let's roll the dice. 3 times. We'll do a little screen share. Getting these names out of order, because they're A to Z, because this is on StrykerBreaks.com. I want to make it easy for you to find your names. If you buy into a break, it's in your best interest to just check the list, make sure you're on here. Because I'm only human. I make mistakes sometimes, and sometimes things don't process 100%, but it's almost always right. Okay, 3 times, guys, as usual. 1, 2, 3. Nationals on top. Why did I do that twice? There. Going to the buy-ins 3 times here. You ready? Making it count. 1, 2, 3. Ron got the Nationals. Let's put them in A to Z. Reading off your teams. Are you ready? Diamondbacks, Jack H. Braves, Reigns M. Orioles, Skylar M. Red Sox, John S. Cubs. I think that's supposed to be Patrick. Sorry. I don't know why it says Matrick. White Sox, Brian A. Reds, Vasily M. Indians, Robert H. Rockies, Thomas M. Tigers, Devin M. Astros, Scott K. Royal, Sean D. Angels, David T. Dodgers, Lowell V. Marlins, Ernesto F. Brewers, Matthew B. Twins, Dennis B. Mets, Robert B. Yankees, Trevor G. Athletics, Andrew K. Phillies, Patrick N. Pirates, Daniel B. Padres, Crystal L. Giants, Mitch M. Mariners, Steve Y. Cardinals, Michael F. Rays, Leon W. Rangers, Chris K. Blue Jays, Chad B. Nationals, Ron F. Congratulations. Good luck. All of those things. Let me drop the link. Matrick. There's that. And let me just check this. Change Patrick from Matrick. How do you even get an M? The M and the P aren't anywhere near each other. Can you pull a Kelnick? No, sir. Not out of this. Oh, there might be Kelnick in the Optic and Prism stuff. I don't know the checklist for that. Okay, there's that. What am I doing? I need to print my thing. Here we go. I don't know why Matrick makes me laugh. All right. Got the Dave Durango special right here. common player shirt. Slap that like for the daybreak. Bunch of daywalkers, blade style. Okay, is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? We got all the time in the world. I'd like to just sit here all day and talk baseball with you guys. Like after the break, that would be ideal. Although I have many responsibilities and I can't do that. Sky with the $10 super chat. Let's get this thing started right. My man. Thank you, sir. That you are getting it started right. What should we start with? Should we just start with the like the Don Russ stuff? But it's got a guaranteed hit in there, so it's not like it's low grade or anything. Or do we start with the update? Tell you what, I have to have this thing folded perfectly. What do we do? I don't know, 357. Whatever happened to Dave Durango? I don't know, but I wish he was back because I really enjoyed watching his streams while I was sorting. It timed perfectly because Dave would always start streaming at like midnight or something, and that's right in the thick of me sorting cards. And his guitar playing is soothing. I hope he'll be back. All right, let's just do the Prism. We're going to start out with the Prism. I watched a little documentary yesterday, and Selig was in it. It was so funny just seeing Selig. I think I've been like watching too much stuff about baseball. I haven't gotten sick of it yet. You know how sometimes when you overdo like your hobby, you get sick of it? I haven't gotten sick of it yet. I just consume baseball knowledge all day, pretty much. Look at this. I don't know if I've ever opened one of these. I don't think I've ever opened one of these mega boxes like this particular year, 2019 Prism Mega Box. I have opened the Optic. I like the Optic. Anything else in there? It's not a very flattering box. You know what I mean? It's not very flattering. It's just like, there's too many words right here. And it's too bland right there. But who cares about the box? It's what's inside the box that counts. Did you play baseball? I mean, yeah, like, played baseball until I never professionally, I never played like, I didn't even play on the high school team. I always played like Little League, Church League softball, intramural baseball in college, just like all that kind of stuff. I'm not good enough to play against good people. When in my church league, there was a lot of like old men that all played baseball their whole lives, so that was challenging. And I was like the worst player on the team, so I would be the catcher. But in intramural, I was grown up because I was younger back in the church league days. Once I grew up and grew into my body a little bit, I got a lot better. Topps Gold Label, I like it. I like it. Blue. Jose for the Tigers. I believe he's pitching today. I think this guy's pitching today, ladies and gentlemen. Why not check it out and find out? Oh, he is. He's on the mound against the Royals today. Is this numbered? No, the Blues are not numbered. 2019, we're going back in time. Januel, if that's how you say it. Hi from Puerto Rico. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so back to Gold Label. I talk about it from time to time, but I do like Gold Label. I like the tiered system, the 3 different tiers of cards you can get. I like the fact that you get some parallels. The parallels always look fine. The gold labeled autograph, on-card autograph is excellent, and the possibility to get a gold nugget is a big draw. Instant Impact, Andujar. this. And here's a sky blue Chris Shaw. Not numbered, but it's a fancy one. My dog's in the background snoring almost. Can you hear her? Probably not. She likes coming down here in the basement. It's nice and cool. How many no-hitters by season's end? Too many. We should, like, there should be 2 no-hitters a season, maybe. I think that's a good, because then it's a big deal. But they messed with the balls. I have a conspiracy theory about that, by the way, guys, if you would like to hear it. If you would like to hear my conspiracy theory, put a C, just C in the chat. C. If not, that's fine. But it's about the no-hitter thing. All right, we got a nice hit here. This could be a biggie. Dwayne Underwood. Number to 199. That's a cool insert. Cool parallel. Look at that thing. We need a Tatis or a Vlad like that. Dwayne Underwood. What are you doing, Dwayne? Oh, you guys want to hear it? Okay. So my conspiracy theory about what's happening with the no-hitters right now, it's probably not what you think. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you are thinking along the same lines as me. But here's how it goes. So the collective bargaining agreement is coming up, and the owners are just a bunch of greedy grabblers, right? So they're going to do anything in their power to gain leverage and to manipulate the situation so that they don't have to pay as much to the players, and everybody gets that. So I think the whole, like, we got to make the balls different this year and make it so they don't pop out of the field. Why would they ever do that? Like 2019 was that big of a deal. Everybody loved it. No, they're hitting too much. Oh, now it's, the pitchers are too good. They always got to tweak things. If you don't think that there is an underlying reason behind why they're doing it, they don't want offense good. They don't want to have to pay the players as much. That's my conspiracy theory. You know, like, they're not going to be paying pitchers like a ton more because they got a no-hitter or something. It's like, but the offense, you know, a guy can go, I hit 40 home runs, and he's going to get a ton of money. But so many players hit like 30 home runs plus in 2019. Everybody knows that people like offense. They know that. So why would they try so hard to reduce the offense? Because they don't want to pay the players as much. Maybe. Here we go. Gonsalves. It's like a little red number. Not numbered, but it is a number. You get it. Just a Sheffield rookie. Come on. Got to get some of the biggies. You feel like Wander's coming up in 2 weeks? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know why this reminds me of that, but I can't remember who I pulled that Superfractor Bowman, 2020 Bowman. It was a Trevor Hauver Superfractor auto, but he's tearing it up in the minors right now. So if you're here, whoever I pulled that for, might want to, might be a good time to try to sell that thing. Who knows? He could be awesome, but he's playing against some subpar competition in low A ball and ripping them up. So something to think about. He has like a 1400 OPS right now. And he was the Southeast Player of the Week. It's just something to stew on. If you were going to sell that thing, I don't know if you got it graded or not. I don't know if you even need to get it graded. A 1 of 1. You mentioned that the other day, Derek? Well, you're on top of it. Okay, what is this card? Here's our auto. Here it is, guys. Jonathan Davis. Rookie auto for Toronto. And it's numbered to 100. That's pretty sweet. So Toronto gets a bonus hit. Chad on the board. On the stage, the first stage-worthy card. Congratulations. There he is. I won't be happy unless we get a Vlad or a Tatis out of any of these boxes. I see why people like the Prism cards so much. They are like a thick, a quality card. Reminds me of Chrome, but like an updated version of Chrome. Like if Topps Chrome decided that they wanted to get a little fancy, that's what Prism Baseball reminds me of. Still a little bland for my liking. I don't know why I think that it's too bland when I just said it's like a fancier version of Chrome. I think it's the fact, like, see, in 2019, they didn't quite have it figured out yet. I think they figured it out in 2020. They can't have this front-facing stuff going on. It's because it's too bland. It just looks like a plain old guy, like any old guy. That's Shane Bieber. They need to be... The pose needs to be such that you can't even tell that the logos are missing and all the stuff is missing. Look at that. Mike Trout, Illumination. Going to David T. What's this? We got another fancy card here. Did we get 2 autos? Oh, it's a Kyle Tucker Prism. Here's our silver Prism. That's a nice card. Tucker's ripping it up right now, too. You bought that Trevor Hauver auto this morning for $20. Just like what, his regular Bowman auto? Because I pulled the 101 Super for somebody. That one's got to be $1,000 or something. I don't know how much those go for. Like, what do you would have to, like, Supers, especially Bowman Supers, they don't go around. Like, when people buy those up and they don't sell them a lot. That's the kind of thing that you hold on to, hoping that you can buy a house with it one day. Fanciness. What? There. Stephen Duggar. It's all flipped around. Stephen Duggar to $299. Going to San Francisco. Yeah, these cards are pretty cool. I mean, like, the parallels are definitely the best part. The fact that you get some numbered stuff is cool. I'm not generally a fan of Prism Baseball in general, I guess, but Optic I like better. But they are a nice quality card. And they do have the name recognition of being a Prism. I could see one day this stuff being more valuable than it is now when the supply and demand situation gets out of control. So imagine, like, just twice the amount of people that are into baseball cards. Imagine that. So, like, let's say in 5 years there's twice as many people collecting baseball cards. Well, then the Prism stuff would probably be more expensive because it's just there's not enough supply for your guys. We got a Jake Cave. Red. I don't know what they call any of these. You got a couple of purple Hauvers, autos from Breaks. Wow. Baseball Man just joined. Anything big? We're on our first little box here. We're just taking it nice and easy during a day break. Gabbing, chatting. Nothing huge. We got a little Kyle Tucker Prism silver there. Jonathan Davis auto. This is just a mega box, so can't really expect to get anything that crazy, but you do get a guaranteed auto out of here. Lumber Inc. It's a nice card. And then the Mookie Fireworks. With a little bend to Prism. Taylor Ward. He's been leading off, I think, for the Angels. Leading off. They do not have him leading off tonight, though. The lineups are now. It's just a projection. They have him projected down in the 7. I think it's against the lefties, maybe. He leads off. Good afternoon from Twitch. Jeff's in the house. Okay, we got the pinks. Yeah, check out Twitch. Who's on Twitch? I want to see at least a few people there. Okay, we got a few people on Twitch. Go hang out on Twitch. Drop a comment. If you're sitting at a PC or something, just swing over there and just be like, hey. And then we see, are we going to get the Tatis out of here? Or the Vlad? Come on. It's a lot of rookies. A lot of rookies here. No, not yet. We got one more pack to find them, though. Right here. It's going to be a good one. Bullpuck. You like this assortment? Good. I took me a little while to put this together. I'm glad you like it. Justice Sheffield, Reese McGuire, and Blake Snell. Okay, we didn't get them in this box. Don't worry, we will. We will get a Tatis rookie and a Vlad rookie, one way or another. One way or another, we will get one. I mean, this alone, right? Almost guaranteed to get him out of here. All right, let's do the Optic. Let's compare and contrast Optic and Prism baseball from 2019, before they had their renaissance. 2020, Prism baseball renaissance, Panini baseball renaissance. OG says hello, Mr. Breaks. Thank you for chatting over there on Twitch. Yeah, it is fun to rip. And you can't go wrong. $40 for an auto, can't go wrong. Especially for, well, I mean, now it's not that price. Now it's like way more than that. But at the time. Faux Hammer, what's up? Also over on Twitch. All right. I've had good luck with Optic baseball. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm a little biased. I like to definitely make it known when I have bias. Leon, what's happening? All right, so the difference, white border versus chrome border. First and foremost, a little bit cleaner of a design, but once again, 2019, they didn't quite get the whole, be turned to the side or backwards or something, so that, like this kind of look, right? You can't really tell so much that the logos aren't there. Mostly for me, it's the helmet facing forward. Snellington, Betts. I opened up a lot of hobby of this, and you could get hot boxes, which was awesome. 2019. I wonder how much these are these days for a hobby box. Got to be pretty pricey. A few $100s, right? Probably like 300 something. O'Hearn. The O'Hearn rookie. You scored a Glaber auto out of that Optic, number to 124. Sweet. I've got a couple of... I should show off my Tatis, Panini Tatis collection, because I've got some good ones. I don't really know where they are. I think I've got a special box just with Tatis rookies. The move, the move down here, sometimes things get put away. Oh... That could be big. Whatever that is. It had a rated rookie on it and it was numbered. Let's find out what this is. Luis Urias. Rated rookie, and it's numbered, baby, to 125. The wrong Padre, but he is playing. He's getting some PT. So that's good for him. When I was early on in the channel, a lot of people liked this guy. And then he got traded. I think it's because there's a lot of Padre fans that watch the channel here. So we got a Soto and a Richards. Who had Tampa Bay? Crystal, you got the team. Did I say Tampa Bay? I meant San Diego. Sometimes there's a lag between the brain and the words. Discount Tatis, yeah. I love the rated rookie stuff. I mean, just nostalgia. Brillos. With the prism. Wow. Philly and Detroit confirmed their lineups already. Nice and early, boys. That's what I like to see. Nice and early. Might as well see what's going on. Cincinnati Reds, we got Winker, who's crushing. Castellanos. Ooh. And then Stevenson in the 3. I don't like that. I don't like that. And then Naquin, and then Suarez. Oh, man, is that a rough lineup. These are two of the worst offenses. Now that they have Yelich back, the Brewers are better. Hold on. Hauser versus Hoffman. It's all about the pitchers, why there's a 9-run total in Cincinnati. It's about the pitchers being bad, and it's about the ballpark being a crushing ballpark and it being 83 degrees. But those lineups are not very good. KC, oh, they're all starting to roll in now, folks. Okay, so the Philly lineup. We've got McCutchen, Segura, Harper, Hoskins, Bohm. I like that. That's a nice 1 through 5. Odubel, yeah, he's still in the league. He's batting 6th. They gave him a shot up in the 2 slot the other day. 2 or 3, I can't remember, but I was surprised because Odubel has not performed in his career very well. He's had flashes, but we got a Marlins lineup. Jazz, okay, this is important for us. Jazz leading off. Jazz is good. He's really good. He's their best player, I think. If a rookie comes up and he's your best player, oh, look at that. Card collectors, take note. If a rookie comes up and he's automatically the team's best player and he's fairly young, take note. Because that is the case with Kelnick, with Ke'Bryan Hayes, with Jazz, not so much with some of the other guys like Carlson. He's not the best player on the team. Mountcastle, not the best player. Some of the other guys, Adele obviously wouldn't be the best. Pache wouldn't be the best. I mean, it doesn't mean everything, but it does mean that you're going to get probably some more guaranteed PT. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Here he is. The moment you've all been waiting for. The guarantee, I guaranteed it. Fernando Tatis Jr., rated rookie. And another good thing about these optic cards, it's a thick card. You don't really have to worry about the corners. Centering looks nice. I never noticed a big issue on centering with the optic stuff. You can tell pretty easily with the nice borders. So Crystal had them, right? Yes, Crystal. Congratulations, you're on the board. You already got the Urias, but you're on the board with the Tatis situation. We're getting all kinds of lineups. I love this. Braves, looking juicy. Acuna, Freeman, Ozuna, Albies, Riley, Swanson. Minus 195 favorites tonight against the lefty Tyler Anderson at home. Just saying, I mean, I like betting favorites. I'm weird like that because I'm a contrarian. But in baseball, I like betting favorites for the most part because I think that their odds of winning are higher than the odds are giving you. So like in baseball, a lot of times you'll have, for example, Ian Anderson's on the mound tonight. He's a great pitcher against the Pirates, one of the worst offenses at home. They're only a minus 195, which means you got to bet 195 to win 100. Okay. They're going to win probably. Like, it is baseball. Anything can happen. Ian Anderson can go down before the game starts, and they got to put in like a bullpen game. But if you compare those two lineups, hands down at Braves. The pitchers, hands down Braves. But you don't really see it get out of control as far as like maybe being like a minus 300 favorite at home. And Ian Anderson's still young and unproven to an extent. Thomas says, I gotta say right quick, I'm 3 for 3 on breaks since become a slammer. These are the best breaks out there. I agree, Thomas, and thank you very much. All right, here's some fancy looking cards. I see that rated rookie, and I get excited. We got an Eloy. We got the parallel Mega Box exclusive. Don't know what it's called. Maybe I should look. Let's find out. What are these things? Red Wave. It looks like I almost said Red Wave, but I was like, hey, it won't be Red Wave. That's what Topps calls it, but unoriginal. They should be completely different. Topps and Panini cards. None of the same names, none of the same parallels, none of the same ideas. Completely different. But we got an Eloy on the board. Going to Brian. Nice, Brian. We got one more pack of these Red Waves coming up. Alex says, what rookie card should I invest in this year? It's a little too early to tell, but if I were you, I'd just hold on to like all of them. Sleeve them all up. Don't, maybe don't worry unless it's a parallel about top load. It just depends how. It's always a good idea to top load your better rookies. You can always go back and take the top loaders off of them, but you got Bohm, Mountcastle, Carlson. Those are the 3 biggies that I like, but Key Bryan's going to be coming up in Series 2. Jazz will be Series 2. There'll be some good guys. It'd be a dream if Kelenic was in Series 2, but I doubt it. I doubt he's going to make it. Kirilloff is a guy I like. He'll probably be in Series 2. So we got Joey Gallo, Chris Davis, a Mookie, and our rated rookie was a pitcher. At least we got the Eloy out of there. All right, we're doing okay. We're doing all right. How about we have a brief intermission and we do the good stuff. I got 2 packs of these in this break. These are so expensive. These packs are so expensive. It's insane. They're like $125 a piece. We'll do the 3 right now and we'll save the 5 for the end, for the grand finale. Because there's so many cards like that are very valuable that you can get out of here. Not just the big rookies. All kinds of players. Topps update for Kelenic. That's what I think. Sometimes you get a surprise, but I think we're going to get a very nice crop of rookies in Series 2. Underrated potentially. And then update has big time potential if we get some big boys. Cronenworth? Yeah. Why was Cronenworth not in... How I don't get what they're doing with Cronenworth. Not putting him in Series 1. I don't get it. Okay. Big potential in this. Let's hit it to the moon. Woo! Woo! There's a nice start. Mike Trout Prism. We'll take that, won't we? Going to David. Nice, David. Love that card. Love the pose. Love the prism. Love the player. That's 3 Ps, and I didn't even plan that. The 3 Ps of baseball card collecting. Whoa. Did I just create something? Pose, prism, player. Upton. Oh yeah, we gotta look at the Tigers lineup. It's gonna be bad. It's not that bad. Grossman leading off for very cheap. Oh, I like Grossman tonight. Scope. Ooh, the Tigers have a nice... I gotta make a note of this, actually. The Tigers are in a good spot tonight. A really good spot. Detroit. Play them. Here's why. So they're in Kansas City. The weather's good. 73 degrees. Wind's blowing out a little bit. 11 miles per hour. 8.5 run total. Going against Mike Minor. Not a great pitcher. Lefty, right? Remember how we looked at the Tigers and saw that they're really low against lefties. They're WRC plus. Well, I think tonight they turn that around a little bit because the law of averages implies that will turn around and they'll head towards the mean. And we got Grossman, who's crushing, followed by Scope in the 2, who's always crushed lefties. And then Candelario is actually having a decent season. Cabrera in the 4. Eric Haas looking pretty good. And then Nico Ramos is back, another lefty killer in the 7. And then we got 2 more righties, Jacoby Jones and Jake Rogers. I think the Tigers could win tonight. Plus 140. You bet $100, you win 140. Look at this. Look at this. It's a great value pack, folks. We got a Pete Chrome rookie going to Robert B. Yes. Woo. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to get them all, aren't we? We got Tatis, we got Eloy, we got Pete, we got Tucker already. And we haven't even gotten into our hobby boxes yet. It's a nice Judge as well. And Matt Duffy, yes, he still plays baseball. He does, and he's batting like in the heart of the lineup. How old is Matt Duffy? 10 years younger than me. And I think he's an old man. Ian Desmond, refractor. And Mondesi. Okay, big money right here. 3 pinks. Small chance, but we can do it. Favorite card in my PC is my Tatis X-Fractor rookie PSA 10. Makes me smile just thinking about it. I finally got it. It took me years, but I finally got it. Here we go. Oh, I got the chills. I thought for some reason that was. Oh, there's a big one. That's why I got the chills. I knew something good was coming. The Vlad rookie, baby, the pink. Going to Chad. Nice, Chad. And an Acuna Cup card pink. Another good hit. 2 glorious hits. That's a big one, guys. Ho, 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 ho. Congratulations. That's a Michigan hat. U of M. Boom! Oh, man. That's the first good pink we've gotten in so long. Oh, I'm so glad we finally got a nice retail piece of color. Is that the biggest pink pull ever for me? Yeah, I think it is. It's got to be. How much is that worth? Let's find out. There's only one of them? Oh, it's because I put Vlad. I always do that. If you just type in Vlad, you're not going to get as many hits as if you type in Vladimir. It could still be had for about $500. That might be, even less. Okay. Vlad is still affordable. I'm done doing my Vlad shopping. I mean, the gem right there. Yeah, you can have him. There's one for $319. Whoa. Yeah, Vlad's still affordable. There's some affordable Vlads. But that Acuna is also a sick card. Crystal, let's get the super chat going. Thank you for the $4.99. Appreciate that. $70 for a raw one. the thing is, the reason why that is affordable is because he had this and he had the Chrome update. So you could get 2 different pinks. It's the same thing that happened to Acuna and all kinds of other players. When they have 2 is when it gets to be like, eh. And the reason why the Tatis is more valuable because he doesn't have 2. He's just got the 1. His Chrome update is the rookie debut. So Vlad not only has a Chrome update true rookie, but he's got a rookie debut and a true rookie. So he's got a few more, but it's still a sick card in my mind. This is the one. The Chrome version and the flagship version is the Vlad that you want. But also, I mean, the true update rookie is sick too. So there's just more of them, which is why the price is a little bit lower. All right, but hey, it's awesome. Speaking of update, boom! Thomas says, to this day, I still get confused on the Acuna rookies. Yep. It's because of the multiples. So you just got to kind of get them both, right? Or get the one you like, and then maybe one day get the other one. It doesn't help that the Chrome update stuff is ridiculously expensive. Turn this down. Way too loud. Sorry if I blew anybody's ears out with that music volume. Whew. Mike says, I bought 2 2021 Bowman Jumbos. They get in Monday. Cannot wait. And watching this doesn't help. Good luck on it. All right, now we're going to just every pack. This stuff is so sweet. It's still the same price. Like $200 a box. Probably the best value that you can get as far as the return that you can get out of a box and what you have to pay for it. It's one of the best values that there is. About to show you. Starting off with a Will Smith rookie. Nothing crazy, but it is still a player that people like and that has value. We'll talk about every single good. There we look at this. Brian Reynolds, top of the order, one of their better players. 150 stamp, going to the Pirates. We're spreading those teams around. Daniel B. What up, Dragon? I know I was talking about that. Urena is pitching, so it's going to be a high-scoring game. Yeah. Here's the problem. The problem is Kansas City's not really like a high-scoring ballpark. However, in the summer when it heats up and it's like 85 degrees in Kansas City, then it can get juicy. But today it's only 73. But it is 76% humidity. All of these things matter as far as hitting goes. High humidity, the ball flies. So we got 2 bad teams, 2 bad pitchers in a average ballpark with average to above average weather. We got to just factor all this into it. There's a Buehler Cup card. Cole Tucker, sorry. Rookie. And the Pete rookie parade begins with this card. There's the first one of this box. I mean, we already got a sick one. We'll get, I'm guessing like 4 different Pete rookies out of this box. Austin Riley rookie, young, thick. There's another one. Big potential here. Not a super valuable card right now, but could be. 357 says Ohtani has plenty of rookies too. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Series 2, Chrome Update, and Chrome Update, not to mention like every other release, right? Like Gypsy and Heritage and just like everything. Chavis rookie. He hit a home run last night, I think. They're in that hitting ballpark, so they're putting up some numbers. Yeah, watch you get like a Ken Griffey Jr. auto or something, you know, Steve? That kind of thing happens. The Honus! Most expensive card. Reprint. I hate to say this, but people are so stupid that I'm not even gonna go. I'm not even gonna go there. But I've noticed that these days, the IQ, I would like to see an updated IQ of the world population, like just spread it all out. Like, what's the United States, what the whole world is after, like, I don't know when the last time somebody did a meta analysis of that, but Americans, I don't know about the rest of the world, but there are some real special people in this country. Rookie debut, Pete Alonso. There's number 2. And I can give you like 5,000 examples, but I don't want to be a bummer. So Eloy, another Eloy. So we got 2 Eloys, 2 Eloy rookies so far. 1 Tatis. Arias. I've been watching some Twin stuff. They pronounce it Arias. Arise. Yeah, something like that, Brooks. That was just the first thing that popped into my head. Like, people are so stupid, they'd probably think this is real. But that's mean to say, and I don't want to... I mean, I did just say it, but there's an Eloy debut. I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine today about that, so that's why I was kind of on the forefront. Biggio. Oh, we got a Mother's Day out of here. We got a Mother's Day. Could be big. Could be real big. It's worse than you probably think. I don't think it's worse than I think, Steve. I think I got my finger on how bad it is. It's bad. It's really bad. And usually, just a quick sidebar. It's because of decadence. And the United States is just the epitome of what it means to be a decadent culture and country, and just don't have to do anything, and just it comes from that. And then you're just like, I don't need to. People just become stupid because of what they eat, because of their motivation to learn, because of the school system, because of like all kinds of factors. But I think it starts with decadence, and the downfall of every culture starts that way, all the way back to the beginning of civilizations. Every time a civilization falls, it's because of decadence. Anyhow, we'll go back to the baseball cards. Marco Estrada. The Mother's Day. Look at this thing. It's numbered to 50. 17 out of 50. There it is. I think the best way to get out of it is just hard work and earning what you have. Working hard in the fields for it, slaving every day of your life, except for, maybe you take the Sabbath off. What pink is better? It's got to be the Vlad, but yeah, I mean, just because it's shiny and it's a refractor. But the other one's pretty sweet too, especially because that one's numbered to 50 and that one's got hundreds of them. Another thing we have to just consider: multiple variables. What's better? At least Forrest Gump has some insights. Like, at least, I don't know if you guys ever like just watch random people like on Twitch or just random streamers, whoo, how they like make it anywhere to do anything is like, if we didn't have, like, just think about it. You don't have to do anything. You just lay. You can just lay from the time you get up. You don't even have to get out of bed. You can pull a Brian Wilson and just live in your bed. Bring me food. Credit card. Just ding dong. They just leave it right there. Maybe you get out of bed and go get it, or maybe somebody brings it to you right to your bed, you know? Like, that's how bad it is. You don't even have to make yourself a sandwich. Just like Uber Eats. Tanner Roark. Gold. You don't even have to go grocery shopping for yourself anymore. You just have them do it for you, and then just drive up, and then they'll load it into your car and everything. Carter. It's an entitlement thing with the younger people too. But there's hope. I'm not being like a downer. There's always hope, and there's a lot of great people, a lot of smart people. It's a bell curve. Alex Jackson, the 150. You know, we'll focus on the good tail of the bell curve. We'll focus on the. Are we going to get the Tatis debut? We'll focus on the standard deviation above 100 and say, go get him. You can do it. There's a Tucker rookie. Vlad debut. The Cubby special. There it is. We got the Vlad. Now all we need is the Tatis. We can get the Vlad True rookie out of here too. We'll get them both. You get the Chrome, and then you get the update official number 1. I think it's number 1, isn't it? The Vladdy. You know, they used to make us watch his movies, 357, in college. They would put those movies on the screen and make us watch them. Like, at that point in my life, I didn't get it, so I was just like, Now I get it, and it's like, just force-feeding propaganda. But, I mean, you pay for it, you know? If you go to college, you're paying for it. It's your choice, your free will, and they're going to just pump you full of it. Here we go. Let's just get this out of the way. The Tatis debut. Beautiful. Going to Crystal. Crystal, you're getting in on all the action today. We need to get you a true one, though, out of that Series 2. Get you a true Tatis. And we also have a Chrome value pack still to go. So, plenty of time. Plenty of time. There's Pete rookie number 3 or 4. Remember, I think I called 4. I should have went a little higher, but there's another one. There's a lot of Pete rookies out of this update. Different ones. All kinds of different ones. The debut, the All-Star, the Home Run Derby. Oh, Nate Lowe. Nate Lowe rookie. I think he's pretty old. Yeah. Look at this, Mr. No-Hitter. Like, Turnbull is a good pitcher. I've always been a fan of Turnbull. I always thought he was a good pitcher. I never thought in a million years that he could get a no-hitter. I guess it's possible for anyone, but congratulations, Spencer Turnbull, on a job well done. We got the Keston rookie. We need to see him back playing for the Brewers. Otherwise, I don't respect that team. That's not completely true, but I want to see Keston back. As Drupal, there's another one. Philosophy and cards, yeah, that's what we do around here. That's when I do the live stream out at the Garden, we can philosophize a little bit more. I hate mixing that too much with the card business, because I don't want to turn people off with my ideas. Anything in this pack? A gold? How many golds have we gotten? We've gotten a couple. But man, those fat packs, I'm telling you. Edwin Diaz. Gold. Going to the Mets. Robert B. Sean, poor Sean. Did you get the Royals? Oh, Sean, you've had some rough luck, man. Who can we get out of the Royals for you? Man, is there some kind of a George Brett hit? Another Tatis, the family business Tatis. I love this card in Chrome. The Topps Chrome update. That's a sick card, and the Chrome especially. Look at him smiling. How about his first game back, Tatis goes 4 for 4 with a home run and a stolen base. He puts up the production like a normal person does in like several games in one game. Crazy. So crazy. He's like, yeah, guys, wasn't sick at all. Just boom! Didn't. Paddock on the mound tonight against the 2-time no-hit in one season Seattle Mariners. There we go. The true Vlad. We're crushing. Chad's crushing. But we knew we were going to get it. At least I knew that we were going to get it. Because I have yet to see, I'm pretty sure like every box. I know there's not enough cards for this to be true in a box, but like every box has a Vlad in it. And both of the debuts at least. Don't hold me to that, but it seems like that's the case. I'm going to put him on a stand with his buddy, maybe. Nah, he gets his own stand. We don't have that many cards today. I think we're going to fill the stage again, as usual. Nicky Lopez is sick, you say. Well, he's batting ninth tonight against Arena, so he's a lefty against a righty. He could have a good day. Oh, we got big news. The White Sox lineup has been released. I'm salivating. Oh, yeah, Madrigal in the 2, you guys. It's a nice lineup. Anderson, Madrigal, Moncada, Abreu, Mercedes. I'm not sold on Garcia. I know he's an okay player. And he's not, your second baseman doesn't put up huge stats, but Garcia, but then Vaughn, Collins, catcher, who cares? And then Mendick. I think I might hop on the Mendick bandwagon. Senzel rookie. Mike Ford. Also, I don't know if you guys remember how I was trying to kind of dissuade people from the cryptocurrency. Just saying. It's fake. Like, it's just fake. And you know that it's all nonsense when you see like 50 other cryptos all trying to be the next thing. It's like, they're going to slice this down, guys. Chad Bettis, do you think the Fed is going to allow like a different currency to thrive? Their job is to not let that happen. Another Tatis debut. And a Vlad. There we go. 2 of them on a stand. Vlad, home run derby rookie. Love this stuff. Brendan Rodgers doing all right this year. Brendan Rodgers. A little bit older. Yeah, he's a little older, but not so much. I'm kind of liking Brendan Rodgers. Just because it's not that I think he's like a great player necessarily. It's more that he's getting the opportunity. Is he even playing? Is he even playing? Or am I just talking crazy? Maybe he's not even playing and I'm just... Not even gonna let me search him, eh? There he is. Yeah, he's playing. Okay, I'm not crazy. Oh, he's not doing well, though. Okay, I am crazy. Okay, he's not doing well. I see his name. He's not playing. He's on a rehab assignment, that's why. He had a hammy. So just May 15th, he had some new news. He had a hammy. He's only played in 7 games this year. No, he's played in no... He's only played in AAA. All right, disregard everything I said about Brendan Rodgers. It was all fake. It was all fake news. LeMahieu, though. With the stamp. Who was it that was... I'm thinking of Fuentes. And Hampson. No, Hampson is who I'm thinking of. All those no-names... There's 3 no-names on the Rockies that I get mixed up. It's McMahon, Fuentes, and Hampson. Because they all are like multi-utility kind of guys. And I just get them mixed up. Let's be positive. All right, Thomas. You can get a better Rocky. But we will try to stay positive about Rodgers. Here's some positive news. He went 2 for 3 with an RBI on Friday in his rehab assignment. And he's worth a speculative stash for fantasy managers in deeper leagues. There you go. Rookie debut. Senzel debut. This is what I was looking for right here. Jared Walsh rookie, baby. Dude is the truth. So good, in fact, that they just let one of the best players ever. They just released him because of Jared Walsh. To some degree. I'm not going to put him on a stand, but let's just... Jared Walsh. Grandal. Yeah, we've had this talk about Tim Anderson before being undervalued. A lot of people think that he's awesome. But here's the problem. 27 years old. Yeah, maybe. He was a late bloomer. Here's the thing about Tim Anderson. He's a late bloomer. Because his batting average was nothing special. He wasn't anything special until 2019 when he hit 335. And everybody was like, oh, Tim Anderson hit 335. That's not real. Well, turns out it was. He's a great hitter. WRC plus, he turned it all around in 2019 because before that, it was 16, 17, and 18. He was below 100 WRC plus. He was a 98 his rookie year, which is good, but then a 79 and an 85. But he actually he accumulated a 2 WAR in 2018. So he's just not, like, he doesn't pump out that much WAR. Here's my thing about him. Why are you collecting him? You got to answer that question first. Are you trying to make money off of it? If you're trying to make money off of collecting Tim Anderson because you think that he's like a buy low kind of guy, you got to ask yourself, when will I be able to sell him to make money? The answer to that is if he wins some awards like MVP, if he wins a World Series and he maybe a World Series MVP, if he gets a couple more, he got to start accumulating silver sluggers, gold gloves, WAR. He's not accumulating enough WAR. 2 WAR, 3.4 is his best season, then 2.1, and now 1.4. If he can get like a 7 or an 8 WAR this year, maybe he can start to pile that up. But if you're long term collecting Tim Anderson, and you're like, this guy's going to be a Hall of Famer, I don't think he's going to be a Hall of Famer unless he just is insane for a while. Because to be a Hall of Famer, you kind of got to get like 20 years of service in. You don't have to, but you need a lot of years. Here's our hit. It's Clayton Claus. With a beard in the middle of summer, like a crazy man. That one is going to Lowell. Lowell got on a stage. Congratulations, Lowell. With a hit. Hudson just joined. It's great to have you. Yeah, batting champions are nice, but it doesn't move the needle to the point that, okay, like he's a Hall of Famer. Like you need more. You need multiple batting titles. You need at least, not always, but it helps to have an MVP type season. You don't have to have an MVP season, but it helps. Multiple MVPs definitely helps. You get like multiple silver sluggers, multiple gold gloves. That's what you're talking. And you still need a WAR that's up there. At this pace, he's not going to accumulate enough WAR to even be remembered really as much of anything. I hate to say that, but he's almost 28 years old now. Yeah, as rookie. But there's still opportunity to make money off of it if that's what you want to do. You just have to time it right and have them like win a World Series and he's the MVP of the World Series. That can happen easily. Not easily, but that's something that you can envision. I can't envision him getting like multiple seasons of around like a 10 WAR to start accumulating enough to be considered as a Hall of Famer at that age. If he was maybe like 3 years younger, so if he's like 25 and he did all this, I'd be like, yeah. Do I think Tatis is Vlad? Yeah, he is. Is he a better hitter than Vlad? I don't know. Is he a better all-around player? Yeah. I think Vlad might be a better pure hitter. But they both are cards that you want. Like, if I could recommend, there's 4 guys. There's Soto, Acuna, Tatis, and Vlad. Those are the guys that we need to be focusing on because those, unfortunately, their prices are very expensive. So there's the risk goes up when these players start being expensive because all that has to happen is like a hammy. Boom, you're gone, and then things just, your year gets set back, and then maybe your career gets, you never know with these injuries lingering. You gotta be concerned about injuries. That's why there's a Galvis stamp. If you're in the game to make money, it's better to not be greedy and take your profit when you can get it. If you can make like a 2.5, three time markup on a card, take it. Allegedly, maybe, do what you want to do. But 10, is that a... No, I'm looking for SPs too. I haven't seen an SP. Very possible that I missed one though. Have you guys seen any SPs? But with young guys, it doesn't matter as much for that because they can overcome it. But if you got a guy like, let's say Pete, for example, I love Pete, but he's old enough that if he has a severe injury, his collectability is going to tank. You know, it's just the truth of the matter. Whereas Tatis, he just keeps going down for a little bit, keeps going down. It doesn't even matter because he's so young that he could miss a whole season. And he's still got plenty of time. He's still got plenty of skill, talent. Same with Vlad. Low risk. Same with Acuna and Soto. They've already done enough to be like, okay, these guys are well on their way to be like Hall of Famers. Weekend rips with the $4.99 Super. What's up, everyone? Stryker, when it comes to 2021 Bowman minus the autos, which is better for color and parallels? Blasters or hobby? Haven't done all that work yet, man, but I will. This weekend, I'm going to try to do the value series. I've got half of it done. I just need to enter in the info for the blaster boxes, and then I'll have an answer for you. But stay tuned, buddy. As far as, I think this is just a guess. I can guess right now. But to me, it feels like the best bang for your buck for parallels is out of a hobby box, which goes against what you would instinctively think because you're like, oh, jumbos, man, is like more cards, you know, it's more expensive, you're getting more autos, you're getting all kinds of stuff, probably have more parallels in there. I don't think the parallel per dollar price is as good out of jumbos as it is out of hobby, but like I said, that's just a guess. It's just a feel at this point, and I haven't opened any retail, so I don't know. Shelby Miller Gold. On to the silver pack. Is Glaber? Yeah, Glaber's still worth buying because he's so young. He's still so young that what he's accumulated so far is enough. The track that he's on is enough. I still like Glaber. It just depends on the price. You know, his prices are still low enough that it's a low risk kind of thing. Oh, you guys see this? We got something huge. I've never gotten one of these before. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a Superfractor out of the silver pack. Never pulled a super out of a silver before. If you want to see what's behind here, slap that like. We got 67 likes, 143 people watching. Let's get some more likes. We got to get the luck. Trout is covering up a super. Look. Oh. All right, I'm just going to set this down for a second and get a sip of water. Oh, man. Slap that like for me, guys. Oh, just imagine what this could be. Just imagine. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know they had supers out of the silver packs. I've never seen one. I guess it makes sense. It's probably because we don't get like the odds on such a thing. Oh, Adames traded. I was just talking with Cubby about this. Not traded per se, but I said some things about Adames yesterday. Whoa, talk about being on the level. Dude, you know, everybody knows what that means, right? Wander. Joe iPhone's in here. What's up, brother? We're almost to 100. I'm going to wait till we get to 100. We're at 94. 6 more likes. We can do it. Easily. It'll happen right now. Just 6 more likes. I hate to do this to you guys, but the tension, can you feel it? Oh, come on. I don't want to set the card down again. Oh, man. 96. We're almost there. What is happening? There's a Superfractor right behind this card. 101, we got it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Come on, something huge. Oh, it's killing me. It's a rookie. Oh my gosh, I think it's discount Trout. Oh no, it's Griffin Canning. Wow. Never pulled one of these before. Look at that, 101, baby. Going to the Angels, David T. Never pulled a silver pack super. That's spectacular. Let me get a one touch. Mm-hmm. It's about time we got a one of one. We haven't gotten one in a little while. And we were talking about that Trevor Hauer that I pulled the other day, or the other, longer than the other day. The Trevor Hauer 101. David T. Not every day you pull a rookie super. Congratulations. Woo! And a Trout. Love it. What a delicious afternoon delight we have here. And the best is yet to come. Ooh. Something about this green box with Hank Aaron and Trout on there. Something about it. Every time it gets me. I get like just this feeling of pure anticipation and like pleasure. The Trout might be worth more, says Steve. I don't know. I doubt it. I think Griffin Canning's mom would probably fork over the big bucks. Elite, you got a super baller chrome. Yeah, they didn't make a lot of that, you know. Lower numbered, lower supply of it. Easier to get a super out of there, I bet. We're going to do some baller coming up sometime. We're going to do a bunch of chrome through the years coming up. I want to get some 2018, 2019, 2020 chrome. I love the chrome breaks. Love them. All right, guys. Here we go. We're going to get a Tatis rookie. What do you think about that? All right. The question is it going to be a parallel? Actually, we could get both. We could get a regular and a parallel. Series 2, Ronnie Rodriguez. It looks like the Series 2 stuff looks more dull than the update. And I'll be able to tell if we get that rookie, that Tatis, pretty early. I have a good feel of like, oh, here comes the Tatis. I mean, not now, but that's what I just know when it's coming. after I don't know, there's like the subconscious brain can just pick up on these little cues that you don't even remember. Like I don't remember anything about where it is, but I'll know it when I see it, you know? Like I'll be like, oh, here we go. It's coming. Framber? The only COMC I buy is from like eBay. Interesting music. I've got it on like a mix, so it just kind of just plays whatever of every genre. So like the very next song could be some 8-bit music. Kanan Middleton, 150 stamp. Thanks for getting those likes up, by the way, guys. We're well over 100 now. Thanks to you guys. Have I ever pulled a parallel Tatis? I haven't. Hudson wants to know who the best rookie is right now, in my opinion. Probably Carlson. If he's even considered a rookie, like I still don't know, because he played so much last year. He might not be eligible. I do like Mountcastle, but as far as like, I think Key Bryan is probably the most talented out of the whole batch. I know that Tatis with a gold border is like a dream card of mine. There was the X-Fractor, and then there's the gold border, which I could have bought for like $80 back in the day, and I almost did, but I balked at it because I was like, $80? Huh. Crystal, let's get that Tatis. I'll get it for you. Thank you for that, Super. Appreciate that. Let's get a gold one. Eh? That'll make my day. I missed it. That's in a weird place. I've never seen a collation like that. That's in a really weird place. But there he is, ladies and gentlemen. The timing on that super chat. What? The timing on that super. Unbelievable, Crystal. Congratulations. I'm gonna just be extra careful with this card. Extra careful. Synchronicity's crazy these days. Is Jared Walsh too old to invest in? I don't know how old he is. About to find out, though. $27, 6, so he's like 25. Let me look at some stats. Oh my. Oh my. It depends on when you want to sell, because long term, like, is he a Hall of Famer? Who knows? Probably too old for that. Maybe, but man, he's got a WRC plus that's incredible. He's got a 162 WRC plus this year. Last year he had a 153 WRC plus, and through the minors, he's like 173, 128, 149, 158, 161. Like, I don't know. I think you could time it right and he could win some awards. So, Ohtani Cup. It's tough to say, but if the price is right. That's the thing. I don't know that the price is right. I don't know what his cards are going for, but what I do know is that he's already crushed, so they're probably too high. Here's the crazy thing. So 2020, he had a BABIP of 256 and a average of 293. That means that he is just incredibly talented, and he was still getting unlucky, and he still hit a 293. Usually you see like a 293 batting average and like a 350 BABIP, which is batting average on balls in play. He's just a really good hitter. Really good. Guys, we got a black. Big potential. Tim, you do see a super. Yep, Pujols is blocking him, Buck. But, Bull. But, yeah, no more. No more. No more of that. We got a black coming up, guys. And it's a sideways one. Oh my gosh. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, the Windy City Warriors. Oh, man. Look at the colors are almost the same, too. The blue on the bottom, sideways card. Guys, that could have been a so many thousands of dollar card. So close. That's why this stuff is... It's expensive, the Series 2, 2019 Series 2, but it's not so expensive that you can't afford it. You know, like if you're a high roller and you can just drop $400 or $500 on a box of cards, not a big deal, but you still like, dude, all you gotta do is this, and then most of your box is paid for if you get a gem. Let alone all the others, if you pull a Vlad no number or in the ceiling of hitting like one of these, there's still some room in this 2019 Series 2. Plenty of room. Yes. The most underrated aspect of it, La Tortuga. Oh yeah, sorry. This is numbered out of 67. Pretty sweet. 67. 67 years of Topps baseball. I think that's what that stands for. Framber. Every single parallel, guys, it's like, maybe. Rangers. Sideways card, you know? Rangers, though. Team card. Stadium card. Enough of that, Topps. Enough of the stadium cards. Enough of the team cards. Enough of the sideways horizontal cards. Joe iPhone says, I still think S2 hangers are underpriced at around 85. I don't know on that. I'd have to do the math, an updated math. I did the math not too long ago to see if that's true. I mean, if you guys want to wait, I could probably pull up my data here in a matter of moments and tell you, because I have all the data right here. Hold on. I don't remember what I called it. Rookie value? No. Wax prices, I found it. Okay. I need to adjust the prices. Maybe I'll do that after the break if I remember. I can update the prices and tell you if that is a good price. As of my last analysis, Series 2019 Series 2, a jumbo was $540, a hobby was $330, a blaster was $75, and a hanger was $75. So prices have gone up since then. But at that rate, the blaster was the best value by a large margin. And then the hobby. So Ty Cobb, that's sweet. Plow's Candy Collection. Iconic. Yeah, I mean, the only sideways card that I ever bothered to like was the Tatis. I'm sure there's others. There's got to be others. But that card single-handedly saved the sideways cards. Also, by the way, guys, look at, we got a little bit of air gap between that glove. So centering on the initial look looks pretty good left to right. This is a break, William. Am I going to go to a national or a Dallas show? If they don't make you wear a mask, I'll go. Molly stamp. But I'm not going anywhere until that thing's over with. Yeah, hopefully I can get that done this weekend, Ram. I'm not going to do any more breaks this weekend because I can't. Guys, those last 2 breaks took so long. I didn't want to do another break for like a week. It was so much. Like my 2. It's the fact that there's 2 because 1 is fine. That's why I just one and done. I can do that and then still like have some kind of a life, I guess. But if I have 2 breaks I gotta sort, it takes so much longer. Just think of it. 60 packages. I mean, some of them are 2, but just 60 is so many. Have you ever shipped out 1 package? It takes a while to get everything ready and get it right. Imagine sorting thousands and thousands of cards and then having to ship out 60 packages and get everything right. And 30 I can handle. But especially if there's 3 breaks. We've done 3 breaks in a day. It's like 90 packages, roughly. That takes so long. And then by the time I'm done, my back hurts so bad from just like sitting here hunched over sorting cards and stuff. I don't want to do it again for a while. But 1 I can handle. I can do 1. That's fine. Here we go. No. Okay, I thought it was horizontal. Max Muncy. Max Muncy gold going to the Dodgers. But you see what I mean? Like every gold or any parallel, I'm just like, oh. Thomas says, yeah, I sell maybe 5 to 10 cards a week and still hate shipping. Okay, so yeah, that's just the breaks. I also sell cards individually and have to do tons of shipping through eBay. And not just cards, I sell other stuff on eBay too. I don't mind shipping. Like that's my job. I do it for a living. It's when it just gets to be like an overwhelming amount. That's the problem. Look at all the Bowman megas listed today. You heard that Target sold 40,000 megas online this morning. Whoa. You guys, megas, here's a freebie. I don't know what they're trying to sell them for, but I would hold off. If you're looking to buy some megas, play the race to the bottom game and just keep checking the bottom price on those on eBay. That's what you need to do. Don't jump the gun and don't be like, oh, I got to get a mega today when they're like 3 times as much as they should be. People are going to die on the megas if they made that many of them and they're mass producing them, because people still aren't like real big on the Bowman this year. So why would, like, they're not even really, people aren't really buying like jumbos even. They keep dropping the price on jumbos little by little. I've seen a few sales. So something tells me that the megas should get to a reasonable price. 65 per box is too much in my opinion. I think you can get them down around 45. I think they'll bottom out. Now, they won't stay there, but I think they'll bottom out and you might be able to get some for around 45. So just keep your eye on them. On the secondary market, that is. Jose Brasino. Never heard of you. Look at you. You're old as it gets, aren't you? There's a guy that never made it. But it's a blue. That's cool. Kevin Kramer. You got Bowman Megas at Barnes & Noble. Really? Barnes & Noble. Huh, didn't know they had cards. Never saw any cards there. Gonna have to check. They have Barnes & Noble stores? I thought all those stores went out of business. They have bookstores and CD stores still? Oh, $29.99 is the retail price? Oh, you're asking. Yeah, I don't know. It should be. They should be raising the prices in a relative range with the rest of the stuff. Otherwise, you end up with problems like we talked about last stream, where there's an inefficiency in the market and people are going to exploit that. And then we're going to run into problems where people want to fight each other for the free money that's laying around on the shelves. Look at this. We got the no number as well. Woo. Chad, have a day, buddy. You got all of them. All three. Have a day. Just want to sleeve that up before we... Look at that. No number up there. That's a... I think usually it's like one out of every two or three boxes for the no number. It's not a guarantee out of every box. Put the old super right there. Kind of want to put all the Vlads next to each other. Sounds fun. This is a nice break. I'm happy. 3 Vlads in a row. A Bowman Blasters, 30 on tops and 25 in stores. You get 20% if you're a teacher? There's a Taylor Ward rookie. Oh, another side. Look at that. So close. Oh, you know, I forgot I had one of these. I have a Tatis rainbow foil in my collection, but it's a 9. A little bit of a bummer. Yeah, it's a mint card, and these ones are really hard to gem up, man, because just they're so fragile. So a 9 is expected, I guess. Have I ever done a Topps Fire break? Yeah, back when I first started a couple years ago, we did a little bit of Topps Fire, but I had to drive all over the world to find it, basically. Like, I had to drive so long, and I had to have them reserve me a couple because I'm like making phone calls and driving from Target to Target to Target trying to find them. Finally, I got a hold of a lady who they didn't put them out on the floor yet, and I'm like, can you hold some back for me? And she's like, I can only hold 1 box of each back for you. I'm like, fine. So by the time I drive all over the world and come back, like, It's not even like it, but yeah, we did. It's just like, it's just Topps Fire. Why did I spend my whole day driving to get a box of each of these? Juan Lagares to 2019. So we've gotten a few golds, like 4 of them out of this box, I think. But Topps Fire is pretty cool. I like the design last year. Thoughts on Jazz? Love him, Kelly. He's really good. He's one of the rookies I'm looking forward to collecting from Series 2. Assuming he makes it, which I think he will, because he's made some of the, he made the rookie Bowman rookies, so he'll be in Series 2, I believe. This music is, I'm not really liking it. We gotta get something else on here. This is not good. Reggie. I can't ever take a break, Sydney. It's not in my nature. I can never stop. If I stop, I'm like looking around. Like, what can I do? Ugh. There it is. The hit is a Matt Carpenter. Like, I've got a list of videos I want to make. I've got like just pages of stuff I want to do. Why would I? Like, I can't stop. There's too much I want to do. There's too much to do. Going to St. Louis, Michael. Like right now, there's probably 4 or 5 different videos that I have in the works that I want to make. That's lowballing it. There's probably like 10, but like ones I really want to make. I'll just give you a little insight. So the first one, the value series, that takes so many hours and hours and hours of data crunching. And then when it's done, it's like, yes. And okay, then next thing, as soon as it's done, what's next? So I got that. I've got a jersey surprise opening box. I've got 2 other boxes that I want to open in a video that have cool stuff in them that you guys will like. I've got that garden video / stream that I want to do. It's endless. I haven't done any PC openings in a while. I want to open something for myself sometime, you know. I need to get submission cards together for whenever Topps is going to open up, which should be, or whenever PSA opens up. So that's a whole thing. That's a whole long thing. Here we go. We got the Eloy. All right, we're doing it. How many Eloys? We got two Eloys in a debut, so 3 Eloys with the debut. Eloy. Going to Brian. And then also mixing all of this in there is daily fantasy. Like that's like my passion. I love doing that. I could spend my whole life just doing that. Morning to night, daily fantasy research. I love it. Freaking love it. Stats and numbers and pictures and BVP and ballparks and who's hot and it's endless. David Dahl. Oh, we got it. Yay, we got an SP. Okay. Got the David Dahl stamp and the Ken Griffey Jr. SP. What were we talking about? Steve, I told you. Mariners. I had a feeling we'd get a little sneaky something. Some kind of Mariners hit. That's sweet. That's a sweet pose. I love that. I love that card.
31. It's probably just the regular SP. I don't know all the SP, SSP. It's probably just a regular SP, but what a sweet one. That's got to be one of the best SPs. So cool. Star stock. Don't know what star stock is. 357. Is that where you like buy a player's stock and it's like a daily fantasy kind of thing? You buy their. I think I know what it is, but I haven't dabbled. I need to if I need to open up a sports betting account because like every day I'm just like, oh, here's some obvious bets, and every one of them hits. Like baseball handicapping can be beat, especially if you are as deep as I am. I'm so deep, it's ridiculous. I know players that people have never heard of, and like their stats and stuff. It's stupid. Not that it really matters in baseball because it's so wild, but there are some things that you can exploit in baseball. Like I was talking about earlier with just like betting favorites with ace pitchers that are under, like the odds don't seem like they're right. That happens every day. Hand up, Pete. True Pete. We got them all. We got them all. I used to bet on sports on Bovada, and I crushed it. Just crushed it. Thousands of dollars. But I stopped doing that because I don't have time. No, Steve, I crush sports betting. That's all I got to say about that. I don't do a lot. Like, I'm not the kind of guy who's like running parlays and just multiple bets every night, different teams and different sports and no, I've hyper focused in. Find one good bet, maybe two, and low dollar. You never bet more than you don't care about losing. AJ Minter, another gold, guys. Got so many golds out of here. Stack of golds, none of the great ones though. All right, last but not least. Yeah, I don't bet on college sports either. I don't bet college sports. I don't bet football, basketball, just baseball, and boxing. Baseball, boxing, MMA occasionally. Here it is. G-dubs. Oh no, you missed it, man. We pulled this. Griffin Canning Super out of a silver pack. Wild, eh? This is the biggie. We already got the pink Vlad. So excited about that pink Vlad. What a great day of hits, man. We got everything. Here we go. Ron, you spent the last 25 years. Yeah, Ron works in Vegas. Lives, works. So you know all about it. I'm just a humble, every now and then. I haven't bet on sports in a while. I'm not saying like I know everything, but when it comes to baseball, in certain factors, it can be beat. Long term, of course, because we're sample size, but no. Right into the fire. Burning fire to my right. He just went into it. Jake Cave, come on, baby. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the good times going. Imagine Griffin Canning goes to the Yankees and becomes the next Cole. It could happen. He's going to need a lot of help. He's going to need some substances to wipe on that ball. Get that spin rate up. Oh, you moved from Vegas after the casino shut down. You're back in SoCal now. Oh. Well, good luck with your endeavors. Literally burn it live. Maybe I take that card with me, since you already already allowed me to do it. Maybe I take that card with me, and when we do a little live stream out at the garden, maybe I burn it. Jose Abreu, refractor, and a Kopech rookie. A couple back-to-back White Sox hits. Should I do that, Steve? I'm gonna. What did I do with? Oh, there he is. There's a special place for you, coming soon, K-word. I'm gonna set him aside. Your day is done. Well, have a great weekend yourself, Hammer. 30 degrees and snow flurries? Whoa. It's not even that bad here. Michigan. It's like nice. What is in this pack? Oh, it's a prism. You say imagine a pink Tatis. Yeah, imagine a pink Tatis. But we got the next best thing already. Like, imagine a prism Tatis. Like, this stuff is so awesome. There's so much good stuff you can get. Even that pink Acuna, which isn't even on the stand, is a sick card. That gem's up. That's over $100. Here we go. We got 5 of them. I don't know a lot about Griffin Canning. But we can look into it. Oh! Oh! You're getting this one. I'm sending this one to you. I don't care what you say. It's coming to you so it can haunt your dreams. All right. Come on, baby. Verlander, Gallo, K-word. Ooh, this one looks sideways. Oh, come on. It's a Giolito. And Urias. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you guys all the cards, and then I'm going to do a quick number punch and tell you where the value is with this Series 2 stuff. Eloy rookie. Ken Griffey Jr. SP. What a cool card that is. With the bats. Oh, he's looking off into the distance like he knows. Like, what's he thinking about? What's he thinking about there? Is he thinking about the pitcher? Is he thinking about, like, baseball? Pete Alonso. Kershaw relic. We got a black Windy City Warriors. Tatis. Carpenter. Chrome Pete. Griffin Canning, 1/1 Superfractor rookie. Look at that. Whew. Look at the Vlad show. I love the Vlad show today. So sick. Love that. How about the Tatis debuts? 2 of them. A pink Estrada. Trout Prism. The Red Wave Eloy, rated rookie. That's a special out of only comes out of the megas. We got an Optic rated rookie Tatis. It's a nice day for Tatises. Tatitais. Urias to 125. Kyle Tucker Prism. Silver Prism. And a Jonathan Davis auto, numbered to 100. All right. I'm gonna punch some numbers for you guys. This won't take long. How am I gonna do this? What's the most efficient way, Stryker? Let the brain go. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do this. We're just gonna use Steel City's blowouts prices. So current prices, a Series 2 blaster box is $150, and a Series 2 hanger is $120. So Series 2, let me just so you guys have something pretty to look at. While I'm doing this work, I hate to be boring. At least you can see the goodies. Just gonna set those up there. There, okay. Where were we? 150 for a blaster, 120 for a hanger. 150, 120. Jumbo, 850. Hobby, 530. Wow, has this stuff gone up? 850. 530. Dude, this stuff has gone up so much since I did this. All right, a little screen share. I'll just tell you. So at these prices, just from a dollar per card ratio, the best odds, Joe iPhone, the best odds are dollar per card are from a blaster box for 2019 Series 2. Even at $150 for a blaster box, you're talking $1.53 per card. Now the hanger box, which is my favorite, at $120 a box is not a good deal. It's $1.79 per card. So that's the second worst deal. The second best deal is actually the hobby box that we just opened, and it's right in line with the blaster box. So at $530 a box, $1.58 per card. And the worst value is the jumbo at $1.85 per card. However, at $850, you're almost all but guaranteed to get your Tatis rookie, your Vlad no number. Not guaranteed the Vlad no number, but you're also going to get 2 relics and an auto, and you can get the Tatis auto out of there. That's an expensive card. So the best bang for your buck is the blaster box at $1.53 per card. Now that's not considering any of the parallel prices or anything else. That's just $1 per card. So hopefully that helps you guys out. $50 Chuck, what's up? You looking to get down, Chuck? Looking to get down and dirty? So I'm about ready, if you're ready. The break is over. Trenchcoat Dude gave you some bad pack. No, Trenchcoat Dude gave me some awesome packs. Did you see the hits? You kidding? Andrew says, I have 2 pinks and the X-Fractor of Tatis. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, the Acuna was behind it too. I forgot to show the Acuna. We got the pink Acuna and the pink Vlad out of the same pack. And there was only 3 pinks in that pack. I don't know what that means, but it was a heck of a pack. All right, guys. Will there be a break tonight? No, man. This is it, and it's going to take me a while to sort all this stuff. Next break will be next week, but I think we're going to do a live stream out by the garden, do a little fireside chat maybe in the very near future, probably this weekend, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. I will catch you all later.